and exterior of the cell is called the resting membrane potential. Now, when a stimulus disturbs the plasma membrane on a dendrite, a nerve impulse begins, causing opening of sodium channels. Sodium ions flow into the cell and lessen the charge difference at that location. If the charge is enough, it will cause other voltage-gated sodium channels near it to get open. As so many sodium ions flow into the cell at that location, causing the membrane depolarized, with inside the cell having a net positive charge and the outside of the cell having a net negative charge. This also affects neighboring voltage-gated sodium channels, causing them to open and move depolarization along the membrane. This moving depolarization is called an action potential. Changes behind the action potential restore the resting membrane potential. The voltage-gated sodium channels close and voltage-gated potassium channels open, due to which a rapid flow of potassium ions out of the cell occurs and repolarizing the membrane again, so that inside of the cell is again negative and outside of the cell is again positive. Sodium-potassium pump restores the resting membrane potential and re-establishes the correct concentration of sodium and potassium ions inside and outside of the cell. Transmission of impulses. To transmit a signal between two neurons, an electrical impulse must be transferred over a synapse. A synapse is a junction across which an impulse passes from axon terminal to a neuron. It is formed by the presynaptic and postsynaptic neuron. As the action potential flows down the axon, when it reaches to the axon terminal, calcium channels open, through which calcium ions move into the neuron. After that, neuron makes and stores neurotransmitters in vesicles. As calcium binds to the vesicles carry neurotransmitter towards the presynaptic membrane. When the vesicles come in contact with the axon terminal membrane, the neurotransmitter is released into the synaptic cleft. It is the gap between the presynaptic and postsynaptic